guys,
Hey guys, and welcome
welcome
back
back
to
to
Couch
Couch
Critics.
Critics.
That was on sync.
Yeah,
I'm Ruby.
and I'm Lamia, and today we're gonna review Twisters.
Yes, it's the new Glenn Powell, Daisy Edgar-Jones, and I forgot his name.
Jonathan something, the guy from In the Heights.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll add his name.
I think it's Anthony Ramos.
Yeah,
Anthony Ramos's movie. So Twisters.
Twisters.
It's a movie about a meteorologist
Mhm.
who used to chase hurricanes. Is it hurricanes?
Tornadoes.
Tornadoes,
Yeah.
right. Tornadoes, and a YouTuber who also chases tornadoes, who also happens to be a meteorologist.
Mhm.
And it's they try in the movie to stop the tornadoes, find like a scientific way to
Mhm.
stop the tornadoes. And I want to start talking about the cast in this movie.
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
I thought that it was a great casting, kind of risky, because like all of these actors don't do the same kind of movies. Like they star in different kind of movies. Whenever I think of Glenn Powell, for example, I think of comedy. For Anthony, I think of musicals, and for Daisy Edgar-Jones, I think of rom-coms.
Yeah, or drama.
Or drama, yeah. So to have them all together is great.
Yes.
I thought that the cast overall had some chemistry together. I did not believe the chemistry between Glenn and Daisy, though. Like, it wasn't as obvious as maybe Glenn and Sydney Sweeney and Anyone But You. What did you think?
I also think it was a very risky choice. When I first saw the cast, I was like, what are all these people doing in the same movie? Like, who cast them? And then I saw the trailer and I understood it better, and I was like, this is actually genius, because even in life sometimes you have different kinds of people, and they don't blend together because they're in different fields, but in that movie they found a way to mix them all together, and I thought it was actually the perfect cast. About the chemistry, yes, comparing it to Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell, it's completely different. But I kind of liked it. It was a slow chemistry, it wasn't just passion and like just straight.
Yeah.
Like in the whole movie, Daisy and Glenn didn't even kiss, and like it was very, I don't know, it was a very slow romance.
Yeah.
And I think it was kind of nice seeing it this way. Even it's challenging to like it's a new way of expressing chemistry in movies.
True. It's just that, like, I keep comparing whenever I see Daisy with Glenn. I remember Daisy with the Paul Mescal, for example, and
Right.
their chemistry is so obvious without them doing anything that, like, I can't help but be like, Glenn and Daisy don't have that much chemistry. And also, there was actually a kissing scene that was supposed to be in the movie, and they cut it during the editing. So that made me think that maybe when they, like, the people who worked on the movie, when they watched the movie, they thought that that the chemistry wasn't that obvious, that they decided to cut it.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting point.
And also, I think that the people who worked, I mean, the actors in this movie, they're so versatile, and it's just goes to show how great they are, because like they're just doing so many different things. Like, for example, Daisy was in Normal People. It's a drama TV show. Then she did Flesh with Sebastian Stan, which is a horror movie, and then she did like this other movie that I didn't watch, which looks like a thriller, and now she's doing this movie, and it's just really cool, I think.
I think Daisy Edgar-Jones is my new favorite actress.
Same.
Just because of her versatility and I don't know, just her style. She looks a lot like Anne Hathaway in my head.
Really? I can't see that.
I think she looks so much like Anne Hathaway.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
I have so much trouble seeing that. Same goes for Glenn Powell. I think that people never took him seriously. Like, he played the same role for years, which is like the dumb blonde, or like the mean guy. And I like seeing him in more serious roles.
Yeah, and even in this movie, like at first he wasn't being taken seriously
Yeah.
in the movie itself. And then we see that he
Mhm.
actually studied meteorology and all of that. And I think it's nice. I think overall, I think this whole movie is a representation of the 4th of July. It felt
Yeah.
very American watching it.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's also Anthony Ramos. I'm a huge fan of his works, huge fan of Hamilton, of In the Heights.
He was in
And
Hamilton?
yeah, he was in
Okay, I
Hamilton.
haven't seen it.
He played the son of Hamilton, and then in the second act he played no, at first he played his best friend, and in the second act he played his son
Okay.
because the cast changed throughout the musical. And yeah, it's just I don't know. I think he's a great actor, and
Mhm.
it's nice seeing him on the big screens not doing musicals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Do you want to talk about how we ended up watching this movie? Because like we didn't plan on watching it.
No.
Like we were supposed to review Maxine this
Yes.
week, but we heard so
Yeah.
little things about it and so many bad things about it, that we just weren't excited anymore to watch it. And I know we need to make our own opinions about movies,
Yeah.
but we were like our feed was flooded with content about twisters, and I don't know how nor why, but like the promo for this movie was really original. And I'm thinking about all the videos that Daisy Edgar-Jones posted during the tour, the promo tour, that were just really cool, and that perfectly encapsulated the chemistry between the cast. And it
Yeah.
was like they didn't show that much of the movie, but it was enough to make us wonder what the hype was about.
Yes, and talking about promo and marketing and
Yeah.
comparing it with Sydney Sweeney's movie, I completely forgot its name. The rom-com.
Anyone but you.
Anyone But You. I just love how they didn't sell their personal life to sell
Yeah.
the movie, and yet they still did a great job selling the movie.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's nice. And I'm also now thinking about the scene where they had to run away to a movie theater because of the tornado was coming, and it was like everybody to the movie theater, and I was like, yes, everybody to the movie theater. Let's go watch the movie. It was I don't know, it was funny comparison. And yeah, I don't know, I
We're referring to one of the last scenes in the
yeah.
movie. I loved the metaphor of like how when a time of crisis, the only safe place is a
It's
movie theater.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is true. So yeah,
Yeah. And also like the plot is very original. It's actually, I don't know if it's like a sequel or a remake of
I think
it's
yeah.
it's one of the two of these
Hmm.
two options. But yeah, I loved the entire plot of the movie. Like I didn't know anything about tornadoes before
Mm.
watching this movie, and I feel like I learned so much. And also the movie felt like a tornado in the sense of like sometimes you're very bored and nothing happens, and like you just like you don't know what's going on. They're just driving around and showing Glenn Powell filming videos and stuff like that, and then like a tornado comes around, and like there is so much action, but it doesn't go crescendo. Like it's
Yeah,
all at once, and
yeah,
this is what a tornado feels like. I mean, I haven't experienced one, thank God, but like you don't expect it, but it just comes so violently and it just sweeps you away.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it also had a social message behind it. There's the person who was investing in Anthony Ramos's firm,
Hmm.
the guy.
The mayor.
Yeah, yeah, maybe he was a man. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
the
it's
mean guy.
yeah, the mean guy. He wasn't really like he didn't play a huge part in the movie,
Hmm.
but it really showed how some people exploit events like tornadoes to go
Yeah.
and buy out a whole new town and like and make a new construction project out of it and try to turn it into a real estate
Hmm.
opportunity. And they mentioned it very briefly, but it was a very interesting point um, to show in that movie. So yeah, I think it was
Totally.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also want to talk about the whole YouTube aspect of it. Like Glenn Powell was basically a YouTuber who went chasing tornadoes and he just did it for content.
Mm.
And I think it was so fun integrating YouTube in this because we're realizing more and more that it's being like a part like a
Yeah.
regular job, it's being part of like it's part of our lives, you know, and people work in it. And it's fun seeing it in movies because I think at first when YouTube started, people didn't take it
Hmm.
seriously, and you know, nobody talked about it on the big screens and all of that. So it's nice to see it being more and more integrated
And
in
also,
movies.
it's nice. I liked how Daisy in the movie didn't take him seriously,
Yeah.
and then she found out that like he would use the money from his YouTube videos to like buy first aid stuff for like victims of tornado victims, and like the merch that he had of t-shirts of his face
Face,
were
yeah.
like given to people who actually lost everything, and so yeah,
Yeah.
it just goes to show that like maybe not all YouTubers are obnoxious,
Exactly.
selfish people.
Exactly. And maybe not like it's just basic representation of
Mhm.
sometimes things like we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. That makes
Totally.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I don't know. I think it was a very fun movie and I really had fun watching it. It's been a while since I actually had fun watching a movie. Like I
Mhm.
enjoy it felt like a movie and it was very light and I'm really glad you
Yeah.
picked it over Maxine. I still want to watch Maxine,
Mhm.
but for that week it felt like very just like it felt like a break watching this
Yeah.
movie.
And
Yeah.
we were on a break actually. We haven't
Yeah.
seen any movie for like 3 weeks,
Yes.
and like the videos that came out were pre-filmed
Yeah.
because uh
My dad was in town
yeah,
and I just like
we took a small vacation,
yeah.
so it was nice to go back and to just like see a great movie like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm excited for like all the other
All the
movies
new
that
movies
are
coming
coming
out.
out.
There's a lot of great movies
Yeah,
coming out. Yeah. So stay tuned for our next
stay
podcast
tuned.
episode.
I think that's it, guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching and see you in our next video.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.